you just think it was a necessary change for the game?
If you signed a bad contract, then yes, you want prize money and you're a top player now. But if you sign an amazing one, I'm sure you want to keep it the same. It's skill-based and it doesn't require much not athleticism, but like moving.
And you almost said it. You almost said that pickleball didn't require much athletic ability.
No.
Let me ask you this. Who do you think the best pickleball players that could transfer to tennis right now? Who would be the best guys could transfer over and be like really good elite tennis players? Welcome back to another episode of the Southern Pickleball Podcast. As always, I'm everyone's favorite 4-4 duper Corin, and I'm joined by my co-host and co-founder of Southern Pickleball, Mark Spackman. On today's episode, we had special guest Donald Young, and he discussed everything from how much pros care about their DUPRs to the new PPA pay structure and even how good the athletes in pickleball actually are. But before we jump into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thank you to our sponsors, Mizuno, the shoe that's helping us grow the game on and off the courts, Head Pickleball, a favorite of Southern Pickleball and its players all across the country, and Diadem Sports, the official pickleball of Southern Pickleball and of the world, and the only ball we care to play with. Donald Young. Donald, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Glad to be on. Appreciate it.
We really appreciate you coming on. And
I want to hear about Donald.
Let's get into it.
Chase Mason. We've known Chase for forever, and he was nice enough to ask you to come join us, and we're so excited to hear about Let's Go Pickleball. It looks like you might be in the car there. So where are you joining us from today?
Yeah, I'm in the car. I was at the South Fulton Tennis Center, and my dad was having an Alta pickleball practice. So I was out trying to help coach. I was the fill-in coach today, the honorary coach.
Oh, that sounds like they probably thought that was pretty special. How did the team look?
Yeah, they look good. Like the team they were playing looked good. I'll tell you that. They made them look very good.
Yeah. Well, how did you get started in pickleball, Donald?
It was an interesting story. So my dad was coaching at the Peachtree City Tennis Center, and my mom and dad were there, and the PPA had a tournament there. And my dad's like, it's this big production. You should come out and check it out. So I came out. It looked great. The players were playing. I actually watched someone cramp up. And I'm like, what are these guys getting paid to do this? And so I went around and I asked. And they said some pretty cool numbers. And this is like 2022, I believe, or 2023 maybe. 2023 it happened. Maybe end of 2022. Anyway, and I was still playing tennis. I was actually training tennis to get ready for a challenger. And I met some of the guys, got some numbers, and later that year, Connor Pardo messaged me and was like, hey, we're having this special event where the top PPA players are going to be captained by 4 professional tennis players, and we want you to be one of them. So it was myself, Jack Sock, John Ister, and Sam Corey, who we soon found out had committed to play pro pickleball at the time. So I did the event. They were like, you've been playing? And I'm like, yeah, and I had never picked up a paddle. So I go over to Dick's. I look at the prices and I'm like, $150 for a paddle? No way. So I get the $60 head paddle. I go out there and I start playing, and it was really inclusive. Like I went out there to the park, to the Hop in Noonan, and I was just sitting by the fence like a little kid, and someone's like, hey, we need a 4th. And that would never happen in tennis. So that kind of got me hooked there, and I kept playing, and then the guys, the tennis players, were talking smack on who was going to win, who was going to be better. And then when I finally got to the Vegas, Pardo was like, hey, if you want to make this a thing, let me know. We're ready anytime. And then fast forward 2023, August, the Tour Wars happened. Connor called me and he's like, do you know what's going on right now? I was like, no, not really. He's like, I think it's time. And I was like, yeah, like, what's it look like? And he's like, it looks great. I was like, okay, it's time. So that's kind of how it happened. And I kind of just fell into it. It wasn't even something that was on my radar or mind, but I'm happy it happened, and here we are.
Yeah, what great timing with that too. I think so. Was that the Vegas tournament out at Mandalay Bay?
No, that was the bubbly, like it might have been. I forget exactly where it was, but it was in like a convention center, and it was kind of an exhibition-ish where the winners split. I think it was like maybe $200,000 or something like that. And Corey's team ended up winning. Like now, I feel bad because I had Anna Lee on my team, and I didn't win a match with her. So.
That's pretty rare. So you mentioned you were out at the Hop. I remember there was a lot of buzz around that. It was I remember like Stan Minifield and Ken and Even like Chase, those guys would always, they're always talking like, man, Donald's out here. Donald's out here. You guys got to get out here. Donald's out here. How was that community? I mean, it seems like it got you hooked, right?
Oh man, the community is amazing. These guys are still friends, and exactly this is how I even know Chase, and we're so cool. It was just awesome. Like it was just so welcoming. Like I was out there playing, and another really good friend of mine that now is a really close friend is Alvaro Terron. He was out there playing, and his wife, and just everything. And I met Joe and Rich. And there's business partners now. Like, this is how it started. They were the first people I played with when I went out. They were just like, hey, they saw me hitting some serves. You want to come out? Taught me the rules. We chopped it up, and here we are. It's just pickleball is amazing. The family and the community it kind of brings. It's so much more inviting than any other sport I've personally been part of.
Yeah, and that Hop's an amazing facility too. We do a tournament there twice a year for them. We do the Monster Mash and Bash that we usually have about 400 players every October. So it just seems like they did everything right for that facility, for an outdoor facility. But we heard everything's looking really good for Let's Go Pickleball for an indoor facility too. So how did that idea come about? Was that your idea, or did somebody approach you, or how did that come about?
Yeah, so same thing. Joe, Rich, I was playing, and I wasn't that good, and they were beating me pretty bad when I first started. And they started inviting me to their morning games or afternoon games. And as it went on, I was like, what would be really cool is indoor pickleball. And they were like, we've been thinking the same thing. Like, let's talk about it. And it was just kind of pie in the sky. I kept playing, and I would come back. I was like, I'm really serious about this indoor pickleball. They're like, yeah, we are too. So we went through looking at different spaces. And Joe knew Barry Falcon, who's in the franchising division inside of things. And he brought Barry on, and then that's just kind of how it got formed. And it's been 2.5, 3 years in the works, and we're like finally here, and it's just amazing that it's kind of come to fruition and it's going to happen.
Well, we can't wait to be there. We're going to have our, y'all have been kind enough to let us come in there and run the PPA Amateur State Tournament, that first tournament for y'all, October 12th and 13th. So people can sign up right now still at pickleballtournaments.com. So we can't wait to be there for that. You want to ask about DUPR, Corin? I mean, I'm just dying to I want to find out if Donald cares about his DUPR like everybody else does.
That has been a big topic, is all this DUPR talk. And when we do come down for the Georgia Championships, I'm sure, a lot of those DUPRs are going to be changing, hopefully for the better. But, yeah, we wondered, now that we have somebody like you're a pro, you have a very high DUPR, do you even look at your DUPR? Do you care after matches? Are you like me? I'm a 4-4. Everyone's favorite 4-4, by the way. I finish a match and I'm refreshing. I'm like, am I a 4-5 yet? Am I a 4-5 yet? Is that something, after a tournament you go back, you check your DUPR, or you just
you want the honest answer or the politically correct one? Okay, all right. So the honest one is yes, we all check the DUPR. And it matters to every player. I was actually playing MLP, funny enough, with Zane Ford, and he's like, man, this is killing my DUPR. Like, look at this. I'm out here taking losses. It's killing my DUPR. Like, I don't want to do this. My DUPR's getting messed up. And for the longest time, Alvaro Terron I was playing with, his DUPR was way higher than mine. And it was just, I was like, man, my DUPR. And then when my DUPR went up, it shot up to like a 6-4 after a loss in my first ever PPA tournament. I had nothing, played one, got 6-4. He's like, look at this. They love you. So we, yes, to be fair, most of the pros check their DUPR, and it's very important to them. So that's the answer.
That's interesting. But you mentioned a good point then, and with the MLP, I mean, is that something like, how does that affect your DUPR? You don't really get to pick your partner necessarily, right? You're just drafted to a team. Is that something guys talk about a lot? It's like,
that's
man,
interesting. He's actually the first person that mentioned that doing MLP, because I feel like MLP to some extent it really shouldn't affect it as much, because you really don't have control over who you're playing with and against. Obviously, it's just, you get drafted as whatever the team looks like and is put together. So, and a lot of things can happen. People get injured, subs come in, a lot goes on. And yes, so MLP, it does affect it, and guys don't like it, and they make it a point to, they might not voice it out in the public, but trust me, behind closed doors, they're talking about it.
Yeah. Well, who are you playing with? You are playing at Bristol, right? Coming up?
Yeah, I'm playing Bristol. I'm going to play mixed with Caitlin Christian, and I'm going to play Caitlin, another tennis player. We played well one time in Tucson, and then I'm going to play men's with Eric Roddy.
Okay, great.
Yeah, yep.
So didn't you played Atlanta Open with Rettmeyer, right?
Yes, me and Travis played the first part of the year together. That was fun. Travis was like a big brother to me to get me kind of into the game and teach me and show me the ropes and introduce me to all the people and show me the proper way to play.
Yeah, so he's been one of our fan favorites here. We've sort of struggled with his little out call there and all the controversy surrounded that. Did he make any bad line calls when he was playing with you?
No, he's actually one of the most honest people on the court. To be funny, to be honest, like I've played it, I've called some stuff out. He's like, "No, that was good. That was good." I was like, "Come on, man, we need this." But he's a really honest guy, and it's just his personality comes off different on his like pod, but he's like a super sweet, nice dude when you get to know him as a person.
All right, very cool. Well, I'm going to be up at Bristol playing, so I hope I can check out some of your matches while I'm there too. I'll be out some far court in the back somewhere.
Let's do it. I'll come watch.
So other than Bristol, you have anything, any tournaments coming up you're like super excited for? Any good venues or just a place you're ready to go to?
Yeah, I have a couple. Cincinnati is kind of cool. I'm going to play doubles with Jack Sock, so that was cool. So we get the two tennis players out there, so that'll be fun. We played on the professional tennis tour, but never on the pickleball. So we played against each other a few times. And I think I'm supposed to be playing with Leah Jansen in Virginia Beach, so that'll be cool. My partners are progressively getting better, so I'm pretty excited about playing some of these tournaments. And then I think Vegas, I'm going to play with Blaine Hovenier, so that's cool. He brings a lot of good energy, okay. So I enjoy playing with Blaine, and we're cool off the court and have some dinners or breakfast. So yeah, I enjoy playing with people that I get along with off the court.
Now, did they usually reach out to you since you're the professional tennis player coming over? Are these people reaching out to you, or are you having to sort of work the phones a little bit and line up some partners for these things? Because it seems like getting the right partners is important.
It's so partner dependent, the sport, especially because doubles is the premier event. So, and it's both. Mixed doubles is a lot of me, because if you want to get with some of the girls that you have the best possible chance of potentially, going far, they're all taken 6-8 months in advance. So you have to get in there early, and I'm not used to that. Right. So I got to put my ticket in the hat. So, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, but I enjoy it all in all. And men's doubles, it kind of goes back and forth. Like Travis and I decided this last year because we played on the same MLP team, and then we were going to hopefully be on the team this year. So we were going to play and like build that rapport. And then a lot of other partners kind of ask here or there. So I kind of pick and choose. And if it works out, it works out. I'm going to play some with Julian Arnold, which is very exciting as well, because he's a great teammate, makes a lot of noise. And when he's on your side, it's good. Yes.
That's fun. That's fun. So we're going to put you on the spot then here a little bit.
Okay.
Who's your favorite partner to play with right now?
Play with right now. They're all. I got to go with my man Travis. It's always a good time. It's fun playing with him, and we talk about a bunch of stuff. So the pickleball comes. It can be frustrating when you're losing, but off the court is a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. And you said that you're going to play mixed with Leah Jansen, right?
Yes.
How'd that come about? You must be. I mean, you're doing well, man. You're leveling up, huh?
I was kind of on her a bit. Like Leah, give me one, please. Like, give me one. Like, please play with me. Like, give me one. And then she sees she's working with a specialist here in Atlanta. So a couple times she's come down. She's texted me like, "Hey, I'm coming down. Do you want to practice?" So I've also practiced with her here in Georgia. So that's kind of built a little bit of rapport there as well. So that's just how it worked. And she was able to give me one. So I'll take it and see how it goes.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. And which tournament is that?
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. All right. We'll be looking out for it. That's exciting. So you mentioned you and Jack Sock playing, the two tennis guys. Mm-hmm. So then we have to ask, which sport do you like better? Is it tennis or is it pickleball?
It's an interesting thing. Like they have different, places in my like heart or, for me. Like tennis is always gonna be the first love. It's what got me here. It's what gave me the life I have and everything. So, I've always loved tennis. It'll always be the first. But pickleball is like so unique in its own way, where it's just like so inclusive and just the people you meet. It's like the new golf. And, I'm not very good at golf. So like, it's great for me, the people I've met and the business partners and just life, and my family can play. And it's the one sport where I think like a grandma could kick the butt of her grandson or grandkid because it's skill based and it doesn't require much athletic, like moving, so much, not athleticism, but like moving. And
you almost said it. You almost said that pickleball didn't require much athletic ability.
No, yeah, that's right. No,
I heard that.
I think it's like it's like different in a way. It's like with tennis when I finished, I didn't feel like I needed like a nap. But pickleball, I feel like it's so explosive that you're decelerating and then you're explosive that you have to think and slow it up. Like I feel like I'm so mentally drained after that I kind of have to like take a nap and just kind of regroup. Whereas tennis was kind of on autopilot, and maybe that's just I haven't played long enough. But that's how I feel.
That's a good recovery. So pickleball is more mentally challenging.
Yeah. I feel like it's very because it's so many different shots, different grips. You're thinking about it in such a shorter period of time.
So if you would have started playing pickleball when you started playing tennis, would you be the number one men's player in the world right now?
I can't say. I could tell you if you caught the 22, 25-year-old me, I would be pretty good.
All right. Well, you were pretty good still on the tennis court last year. That was really cool when you made it to the mixed doubles finals at the U.S. Open with Taylor Townsend. I think y'all are pretty good friends, right?
Yeah. Taylor. Yes. Yes.
All right. Is there any chance you're going to get her on the pickleball court with you?
You know what? I want to get her to play Atlanta next year, but she's number one player in the world in doubles right now. So I think it's going to be a hard ask to get her to come over and play a pickleball event. But if she's free, I'm going to be on top of her about it.
Yeah, she's so good. Yeah, I saw her play down. I was got to see her play down at Miami Open. She's just amazing. So, but I think y'all would be awesome on the pickleball court.
That would be good. Do you think there's any player, professional tennis player right now, that if they just dropped tennis and came to pickleball, they'd be, top 15, top 10 pretty quickly?
In singles, 100%. Doubles, I think there's so many little nuances there that it takes like concentrated time. And I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but it would take some real concentrated high-level practice for some months, half a year at minimum, a year, I would say, a year probably, to be top 15. It's just, as you guys know, like it's just things that you just can't go full power and hit someone off the court in doubles, especially at the higher level.
Yeah, it's much different. So what do you think about then? There was a big debate. It was Alshon, got into it with a couple guys. Do you think there's any pickleball players that not would compete tennis? Who do you think? Let me ask you this: who do you think the best pickleball players that could transfer to tennis right now? Who would be the best guys you think could transfer over and be like really good elite tennis players?
Okay, tennis. So yeah, it would have to be the guys that were already pretty good. Like Alshon was very good as a junior. You have Noe Cleef, who played at Illinois. You have Will House, who played at Notre Dame. You got all the guys that were already good tennis players. Because tennis it takes 10 years to build like this base of like skills, like maybe athletically they could play, but skill wise, it just takes so long to hone these like skills, I think. So I don't know if any would come over and be a top tennis player unless they already had played tennis their whole life.
Gotcha. So are there any of those fellow pro tennis players out there that still give you a lot of crap about playing pickleball and opening a indoor pickleball facility?
Initially they did. And then when they start seeing some of the numbers some of the people were getting, and then they're like looking at it and they're like, yeah, I'm kind of traveling the world paying taxes in 30 different countries and not having a coach, and I'm in Uzbekistan doing all this stuff. So, some of them have converted and they're really enjoying it and happy for us and ask a lot of questions. When I was at the U.S. Open last year, I can't tell you how many questions I got about pickleball. So what's it look like? How is it? Is it fun? Like, do you enjoy it? Is it hard? I got to get out there. Like a lot of that.
Your contract?
Right. Exactly. And they were like, really? Wow. Like, it's just stuff like that. Because for what it was guaranteed money. In tennis, there's nothing guaranteed.
Right. So what do you think about the changing with the PPA contract? I mean, I think there had to be some changes when they came and wanted all you guys, or I don't know if all you guys, but some of the players to split up that last year's payment over 3 years. Do you just think it was a necessary change for the game, or what are your feelings on it?
So for me, I think for some people it's good. Some people it isn't. It's a double-edged sword. Like, the guys want to switch to prize money, but I don't think a lot of them really know what switching to prize money means. Like, it won't be as friendly. It won't be as inclusive. It's going to be a lot more dog eat dog. I'm not going to practice with you because you're going to see my game. Because now when I go out there, we're playing for 50,000. Not guaranteed. We're not going to be laughing. Like, line calls need to be taken a little more serious. Because now I'm playing to keep the lights on. Not that I know this is coming and this is what it is. So, but on the other side, for TV deals, for, your brand, I think, playing for something is great. But for me personally, I liked it the other way because that's why I came over, because it's just, it was different, and it was something that was different from what I have done my whole life. So I think it just depends on kind of where you are. And if you signed a bad contract, then yes, you want prize money and you're a top player now. But if you sign an amazing one, I'm sure you want to keep it the same.
Right. That's a really interesting perspective, though. I guess they're going to be in a world that you've already lived and experienced with that. So, yeah, that'll be different.
For sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, we do this segment, and so we just call it fan mail. We have a couple fans who send in some questions, but we got one this week from our podcast last week. I don't know if you got the chance to watch it or not, but we had a segment. We had a question last week that was, would Annalie Waters be any of the top 5 pickleball guys in singles? And we kind of all said no. And they did ask who in the top 50 did I think they could beat. And there was a name that slipped out of my mouth. And I might be looking at that guy now. It's all jokes. It's all jokes. However,
we're just trying to promote the podcast.
Trying to promote the pod.
Yeah,
just trying to promote the pod.
What's funny about that is we had this same conversation kind of in tennis. It was like, could Serena or a top girl beat a dude or some certain dudes in certain environments? And what I would say is, if you put, like, for tennis, I could speak, like, there's college guys that could beat some of the top women for sure. But if you put them center court, Wimbledon, 20,000 people watching on Sunday, it's a whole different ball game now because she's used to that feeling. Now you're changing it. So for pickleball, you put a lot of people watching, you're playing a girl, like, she's really good. You don't want to lose. Like, you never know what could happen. It's a game to 11, but top 5, I don't know. And I haven't been playing long enough to really give I know tennis, but to give a great answer. But, I think it would be a little different because she would have to play more coming to the net as opposed to, like, with a lot of the girls, they play for the baseline, that she comes in and then she passes them, which she has amazing passing shots, but their reach isn't the same. They don't move as dynamically, to certain shots. So I just think it would be different. Like, if you just popped up on her and played her, she would have to be adjusting to you as well. Now, if she trained with the guys or did it for a long time, like, hey, she's amazing. She could probably do anything.
Yeah, that's a good answer. So Stacy from Peachtree City, Georgia, she said, I second it. I definitely think ALW would beat Donald Young in singles. So let me just get your prediction. You and Annalie, championship Sunday in some fantasy world. Give me the score lines.
I don't know the score. Like, I've played on some high pressure matches. So I don't know if I would be like the best answer, but I would have to back myself, right? I mean, like, come on, I can't come over here and be like, I think she'll take me down. But, I think she's great. And like I said, I've never, other than when I first started and we did that event in Vegas, I haven't played against her or been on the other side of the net in any form or capacity in mixed doubles or anything. So I wouldn't know, but I would like to think my serve and drive would be a lot different than what she sees on the women's tour, and it would, do something. And I've seen her in Dream Breakers, and she gets the guys, but again, that's a small sample size of 4 points and move out. I don't know what it looks like playing side out scoring.
And I'm sure you're available if she wants to play mixed.
100%. Like, let me know.
That is an option.
Right.
Hey, well, Justin from Opelika, Alabama wrote in. He said, I'm trying to get the big serve that you guys talked about in the last episode. We talked about serving some with Chase. Can you give me any tips on how to make the adjustment? I thought we'd let you answer that.
Okay. I think, from my opinion, all the power comes from the legs. I see a lot of people stand pretty upright and just use the arms. I think the lag and the whip effect, but the loading with load, get the power from the ground and push up into it is where you should start, because the lower body is where the power can come from, where you have the most power pushing up into the shot. So I would say start with the lower body. and then get a lag and then just accelerate through contact. It's all about accelerating through contact as well.
I know you said earlier when we first started that you were coaching your dad's Alta team tonight, sort of as a fill-in coach, but are you going to be doing any coaching at Let's Go? Are you going to be ever available, or maybe not?
Yeah, the guys have asked me to. I would love to. We're hoping to also start like somewhat of a pickleball academy for some kids to, get out there. Just the sport's growing, and I think it'd be awesome. And I think kids upcoming, the youth should play all different sports. So that's something we're looking to get going, and I definitely would be part of that. And I love giving back to the kids and helping the next generation.
Yeah. So it's safe to say, I mean, you'll be around then. It's not just you're not just a picture on the wall. You'll be there and active as much as you can.
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna be there all the time. Like I'm gonna, especially in the beginning, like it's gonna be like I'm gonna be there. It's gonna be like the club. I'm gonna be there all the time. I'm gonna have a lot of fun.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it. So we're gonna be able to pop in and play some open play with Donald Young, or we don't.
100%. Yeah. 100%. I'll be there. Let's do it.
I'm joining today. Send me the link. I'm in. You sold me. So
we'll post the link in our thing.
Yeah. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. So this next question is from Elijah in Spartanburg, South Carolina. He said, I'm so confused as to what type of paddle I should be using. I'm a 4.2 DUPR, and I was told I need one that's thinner for more power, but now there's all this talk about dwell time, and so now I think I need to switch to a thicker paddle. What kind of paddle should I be looking for?
I mean, since he's a 4.2, I think he said, like he's a relatively higher level player. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Yola, to be honest. When you ask the pros like what they would spend their $280 on, it's a Yola.
Is that what you're playing with now?
Yeah, I'm playing with the Agassi paddle right now,
okay.
And I enjoy it. There's a lot of other ones. There's a lot of good paddles. I think the Yola, like I go off of what the best players would spend their money on, like when you think at any sport, like what would you buy, like what would you get, what shoes would you play with if you weren't getting them for free? And that tends to be the Yola paddle. So I think any one of those.
The 14 or the 16?
14 for doubles, and I like using the 16 for singles because it gives it a little more dwell time and I can swing out a little more.
Oh, okay.
And so when you say dwell time, just for some of the people that don't know, what are you speaking of when you say, it gives you more dwell time? And
so my comparison, I always give it to like tennis and strings, mm-hmm. right? So like when you want more control, you string your racket tighter because the ball kind of hits the string and jumps right off. But when you want more power and spin, you go looser on the string tennis so it sinks into like the paddle, the racket strings more and then shoots out. Same with, pickleball paddle. The paddles that have the most dwell time, the ball cups it a little longer onto the paddle, so there's more time to spin it and then control where it's going. And the thinner it is, the more it's more like a wall, a piece of plywood. It just hits and bounces off. It's instant pop. So if you want more control, you want more dwell time, you want more power in general, you want it to be a little thinner so it's just straight power, straight force.
Got it. Yeah, love it. So before we get you out of here, we don't want to keep it too long. We do every week this thing called On Top of the Podium, where we give our gold medalists, our silver medalists, and our bronze medalists to a subject. And we figured since we have a double pro athlete on the podcast today, we would do who are your favorite pro athletes, gold, silver, and bronze. So you just give us 3 of your favorite pro athletes of all time.
Okay, let's see.
We usually start with the bronze first.
Yeah.
Work our way up.
Okay, we're going to go bronze. Ooh, we got to start bronze. Pete Sampras. Okay. Tennis.
All right.
Silver, Tiger Woods. And gold, Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Why Jordan?
Uh-oh.
Man, I'm originally from Chicago, so I kind of grew up.
Okay.
But originally kind of grew up watching the Bulls and going to some games, and he was a legend in everything in the Shy, and just everyone loves his shoes. He has the ultimate respect from everyone, whether you like him or not. You respect him, and when you can get that from every person in every sport to kind of feel that way about you, you're a special person.
I think we should let Corin go first.
I don't think I want to go anymore. All right, so I'll start bronze, and my bronze medalist is Roger Federer. I think it's just some of those beautiful
plays. Tennis one just because we have a tennis
No. I've never played tennis, but I would watch Roger Federer. I really loved, and that's actually why I played pickleball. I couldn't play. I was never good at tennis. I was like, this feels a lot like tennis for me. So you could even say Roger Federer got me into pickleball, technically. Silver medalist is LeBron James.
LeBron James?
LeBron James, the greatest of all time. We can have that debate anytime, anywhere. LeBron
He's my favorite player.
Is the greatest basketball player of all time. He may not be the greatest winner of all time, but he is the greatest player of all time. And then my gold medalist, I'm a New Orleans Saints fan. He has my heart forever and always, Drew Brees.
Love it.
I love Drew Brees. Drew Brees is the greatest human on earth, other than Donald Young.
All right. Well, so mine, bronze. So my bottom two, I loved playing basketball, but I just sucked at it. So I never. My bronze, Charles Barkley, the mound round and rebound.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Still like watching him on Inside the NBA. Grew up in Atlanta, so silver, the human highlight reel, Dominique Wilkins. I don't know if Donald's even old enough to remember.
Yes, I do. I do.
But, and then my gold medal, Braves, Chipper Jones. He was just.
Oh, yeah.
So
good old number 10.
Yeah. So.
Love that.
But making me rethink, I was a big Jordan fan too. I mean, Jordan was clutch. Never scared to take a shot.
Yeah, listen, you old guys, man. I mean, you old guys and Michael Jordan. I'll tell you what. They'll go to bat for him. Well, man, we appreciate you coming on. This was awesome. We really appreciate it. We are so excited for Let's Go Pickleball. Super stoked that you have Chase there. We love Chase. I think that was a great pick, as Mark said earlier. Before we get out of here, anything you want to say? Any information you want to give us about Let's Go? Anything like that?
Yeah, just sign up right now. I think the special is you sign up, you get the 1 month free. I think that's going to go away pretty soon. And just come out. We're also going to have padel there as well, 2 padel courts. So that's going to be pretty cool. It's like kind of a different sport. So pickleball is the fastest growing sport in America, and padel is the fastest growing sport in the world. So, come out. We're going to only be 2 courts period south of Atlanta. We're going to be the only one. So that's exciting. And it's just going to be run by some amazing people with Chase heading it up. The team is going to be friendly, and we want to be the premier place to play pickleball. So that's the goal. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, thanks so much. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks.
Look forward to seeing you up in Bristol when you're getting that gold medal.
Appreciate it. Come watch you play.
All right.
There we go.
Okay.